Hello, and welcome to Life Isn't Like the Movies. Today we're going to be talking about something that everybody has. Guilty pleasures. Everybody has them, but let's talk about some of mine. Alright, now everybody has guilty pleasures. Doesn't matter who you are, you have them. You can be a grandma and your guilty pleasure is reading 50 Shades of Grey. Or you could be a middle-aged woman falling in love with Edward from Twilight or Jacob. But trust me, everybody has a guilty pleasure. And so today we'll be talking about a few of mine coming from music, television, and movies. So we'll talk about those three and we'll see what I am really ashamed of admitting that I like. Alright, so first off, we're going to talk about music that I am somewhat ashamed, kind of all ashamed of admitting that I like. So, just to start off first, I like all types of music, whether it be rock, rap, jazz, pop, country. You know, I've said earlier, I like pretty much everything but bluegrass and polka. So, I mean, to say that I like all types of music is not hard, but to admit which artist that I like, or what songs that are addictively catchy that can't get out of my head that I'll hum all day is kind of, you know, I'm kind of ashamed to admit that. And one of them is actually a Miley Cyrus song. It is Party in the USA.
Jay-Z song was on, and the Jay-Z song was on,
Yep.
and the Jay-Z song was on. So I put my head to play my song, the butterflies fly away.
I can't even front. It's a very catchy song. And, you know, it gets stuck in my head. At work, my coworkers like to sing any Miley Cyrus song because they're all so catchy. And it just gets stuck in your brain, and it's just, I can't stand it. And, you know, I'll leave work resisting all day, and I'll be driving in my car, and all of a sudden I'll be singing Party in the USA. Yeah. I can't help it. I mean, it's just catchy. And then there's some, you know, some Justin Bieber songs that, you know, they're catchy too that get stuck in my head. But, you know, it's just, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to admit that Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus songs get catchy in my head like, you know, I'm a prepubescent teen. So, you know, it's all bad. Alright, so TV shows. What TV shows do I watch that, you know, that would be a guilty pleasure of mine? I think the only one I can really think of that it would be a guilty pleasure of mine would be the TV show Nashville that comes on ABC. It's kind of like a soap opera, but on prime time at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., whatever it comes on now. It's just like a huge soap opera. I mean, it takes place in Nashville, Tennessee. It's about country music. Also, I love country music, so I mean, it's, you know, it seems like a good fit, but I didn't think I would enjoy the show, but I caught it one day, and I'm just sitting there, I'm watching it, and I'm just like, wow. This is a really good show, but it's like a soap opera, and I'm a dude, and, you know, dudes don't admit out loud that they like soap operas, you know, prime daytime television. So, I mean, I'm not really ashamed to say that I like that show, because it's a really good show. And, you know, I enjoy it. I enjoy the characters. I enjoy the storylines, you know, I just really want Juliet to be happy. I mean, she's having a rough time on the show. So, I mean, if she could, you know, Hayden Panettiere plays that character. So if she can just have, you know, a little semblance of happiness on the show, that would be great. And instead of, you know, she gets happy and just snatch it away, it kind of sucks. So, I mean, so if she could just have a little bit of happiness on the show, that would be great. But I would say a guilty pleasure for TV would definitely be Nashville, because I don't really talk about it that much. Like I talk about any other TV show I watch, like Arrow or Suits or other shows. I mean, I watch a lot of TV. The Big Bang Theory, I talk about that a lot too. So, you know, those shows. Alright, the only movie I can think of that I would be ashamed to admit that I like is any romantic comedy movie, or any romantic movie, period. Movies that usually I got dragged in to go seeing by, you know, by a girlfriend or a female friend or my mom. So any one of those is pretty much what I would be ashamed to admit. So the very first one I would admit to saying that that I'm ashamed to admit that I end up liking is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I think that was the very first romantic comedy movie I saw because my mom dragged me to go see it because my dad wouldn't take her, my older brother was somewhere. My little brother was too young to go see it, and so I was the one left to go see that movie with her. So I got dragged to see it. I actually ended up enjoying the movie. I mean, you had Matthew McConaughey. He was kind of funny in the movie. You had Kate Hudson. It was an enjoyable story that's, even when it's on USA playing, I actually will sit here and watch it. So, yeah, that would be the one movie I would actually say I enjoyed that I kind of ashamed to admit that I enjoyed. So, yeah, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. It's, yeah, I'm ashamed to say I like it. Whatever. Now that I told you some movies, TV shows, and songs that I'm ashamed of liking, let me know what you're ashamed of liking. Let me know a song or a movie or TV show that's a guilty pleasure of yours. I would love to hear it, so leave it down in the comments below or comment on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Just let me know, and thank you for watching.